Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, there's the head coach of the Browns. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Oates and Joshua Carty will get it underway. And off we go through a driving rainstorm here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Aiden Hutchinson. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
A second down throw for Goff. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. That one on the tackle, Abraham Lucas. Throwing on second down, Goff. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
Holding offense.
Here's Brown. And he finds some space, tackles after a gain of 7 on first down.
Jackson on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A carry here for Brown. And the Ravens going to be looking at first and goal. He is out of bounds at the 3.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Brown will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
His kick is good. Makes the score. Ravens 7, Browns
7-0
nothing.
is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Browns offense ready now for their second drive. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. And you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good, and there certainly was a lot of it, but can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
From the gun, it's Goff. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully.
At their own
The Ravens
36-yard
offense
line.
about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out to Brown. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and
It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he will have the Ravens 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. But they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run here with Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. Duvernay with the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Play fake. Now Dart. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Was great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Hardy's kick is good. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and a punt the last time they had it. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. He'll forward for maybe a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Goff. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Just short of midfield.
Shotgun. It's Goff. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Cleveland.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard. They'll motion over Samuel. On the handoff, it's Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's a Browns first down.
A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
Here's Goff. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Back to the air. It's Goff. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And the Browns are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Browns first down. First and goal.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. On first and 10, here is Dart. A throat behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Dart. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Miller. He's going to have a Ravens first down. Oh, they took a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs. Dart going to tap this one forward. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now Brown. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
And the Baltimore first.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. First and 10 now from the 36. As we are ready to get back underway. On the ground, it's Brown. And And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Trying to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to third down. Throwing is done. To the left side, to Godwin. And now, where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's fourth down. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Ravens add on to their lead. Carney back out, following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. Khalil Herbert to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. First and 10.
And the Browns, first down.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 7. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes Thomas Morstead as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of a kick to touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game was good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
They'll try and run for this with Henry.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind. Interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number one, and obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7 in all outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets, Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. The Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football. And
from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Miller. Oh, yeah. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll give on the ground. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Second down, they need 7.
Up second and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Khalil Herbert on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. On the ground, Gibson. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Michael Williams in on the tackle.
Brings up second down.
On second down, Goff. He'll dump this out wide to Gibson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
To throw is Goff. That'll be complete to Gibson. Second down, they need 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At the 46.
Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
And the Browns first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Goff.
First down.
That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
A second down throw for Goff. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Now third and 5.
From the gun, it's Goff. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. So halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And this is ARSB Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Brown. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
Speed on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Sharp going to throw here on second down. And that one incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. That's a quick throw over to Samuel. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing on second down. Goff. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll throw here on third and short. Open man, that's Slayton. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Browns.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. We'll go again here with Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Third and 7.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here's Goff. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
And the Browns, first down.
This is Henry. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his second TD catch of the season.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this second half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the third quarter?
The extra point is good. And the Browns are back within 6.
Browns 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Browns offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
33. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Gibson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Goff to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
A loss of a yard.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Browns will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
The Ravens offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Hayden Ellis. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Ball on the
9.
28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. Throw left side. That's Johnson. Third down and 9.
A gain of 1. Brings up third down and 9.
Here's Dart. Throw on the run is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Ravens bring their punt team out as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Number 5 overall pick, Mason Graham, there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
2nd and 7.
28-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. DK to return. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Ravens offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Our carry here for Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Brown. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Goff. going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now, Goff. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So second down, and they'll run it. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 12-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. That's Goddard in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Dart. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Throwing is Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just hand off right, hand off left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now Dart. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing again, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That time they got the big tackle. Taliesin Fuaga. To the air once more is Dart. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Dart gonna throw it again. That one caught. It's Jimray DK. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Herbert on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Goff going to hold on to it. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short lead.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for third and 4. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Here we go. This is fourth down.
7 yards.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of the bounce pass. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So now a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. On 2nd down, Goff. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
Good, set. 180, 180. No. Great, set. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. No touch. No touch, set. 180, 180. No touch. Great, great, set. Trimmer, trimmer. No touch. Great, 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 set. 180, 180. No touch. Great, 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 set. 180, 180. No touch. Great, 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 set. 180, 180. No touch. No touch, set. 180, 180. No touch. No touch, set. 180, 180. No touch. Great, 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 set. 180, 180. No touch. Great, 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 set. 180, 180. No touch. No touch, set. 180, 180. No touch. Great, great, set. Trimmer, trimmer. No touch. No touch, set. 180, 180. No touch. No touch, set. 180, 180. No touch. Great, 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 set. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. No touch. Great, 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 set. 180, 180. No touch. No touch, set. 180, 180. No touch.